I reinvented myself, they sorta hated it. I reinvented myself and upgraded it. Traded in the Jews, copped a couple new ones. Lost a couple friends and got a couple new ones. Upstairs and downstairs, the balcony. These oceanside views, the alchemy. Ain't nothing crazy like the city in the summertime. So when it's winter, I still be on my summer grind. Handle your business. Max with the rose gold. Whoever counted me out, they can't count. Oh! Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Relax, 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 relax. Oh, relax, 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 relax. Oh, relax, 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 relax. Oh, relax, 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 relax. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
Look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty don't even know where waste at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry, what I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? In reply, how you put up with this song and dance, all this buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me. Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in them breathing heavy. Little am I looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. What the money and fame, the price come heavy.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. A tackle that time by William Hayes. These two teams had not one but two memorable encounters a year ago. Their first one was Week 5. That's when Ben Roethlisberger threw a handful of interceptions. Jacksonville won big. And then, of course, the Jags, Charles, they doubled down in the playoffs.
Yeah, they beat Pittsburgh again in Pittsburgh, 45-42, to advance to their third AFC Championship game in franchise history. I like what you did there. A handful. 5 interceptions by Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah, he struggled in that first outing. On second down, it's Bell. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He'll be brought down at the 43. Joey Bosa in on the stop. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Darnold. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Ready? Regular. Go!
Brady now on first down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Domata Peko getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Brady now to throw. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well.
And he's weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there, with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, A 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And able to find Kirk complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
Now a first down carry by Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Leopard! Leopard!
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! Green 39!
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 23 yards on the play.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Fournette, a 1st down carry. Had a nice move, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move out.
Go Bandit!
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Heck of a move, but only able to work his way down near the 23. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
From the gun on third down, Brady dumps it off to Fournette. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A handoff to Fournette. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 9 good yards there on the run, and now third down.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
On third down, Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it first and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And his kick is good. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
All right, here we go.
On second and 10, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And the Steelers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Darnold from the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention, but sometimes the number just needs...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
In on the stop, Vernon Hargraves.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter games turn into bigger runs later.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Fighting his way through contact. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
Gone!
On 1st and 10, Darnold. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 56 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They get it to him running left. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
50. Orange.
On first down, Brady. Walker with a grab, left side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the play.
Shadow. Wait. Go. 53.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Brady. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
No, 66. Wait, set. Wait, 20. Wait. Go. Go.
Brady now on first down. That's going to be caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tajay Sharp as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Wait, 20. Wait, 20. Wait.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Flushed out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Escaping the pressure right. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The tackle there by Mark Barron.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Go. Ozzie. Wait, 20.
On second down, here's Brady. And his throw is incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Alpha. Wait. Regular. Alpha. Wait. Switch. 29. Alpha.
Now Brady. And that's caught by Beasley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A second nice move, a spin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that goes as a gain of 37 on third down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Alpha. 220. Wait, 20. Stop. Wait. Hit. Wait. 72. Let's go.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's Brady to throw. They still can't get it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Hey, Bolt 66. He's checking. One play at a time now. We got it.
Brady going to try and throw on third down. Dancing to his left. And he finds his target. It's sharp. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Wait. 220. Wait, 20.
Brady now on first down. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touch.
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Detroit!
On first down, it's Darnold. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Brandon, sometimes we give a lot of these running backs credit for being good receivers and all they catch are swings and screens. Le'Veon Bell's a full member of the passing game for the Pittsburgh Steelers, whether he's split out of the backfield or not.
Well, no doubt he can catch it, coming off a career-high 85 receptions in 2017.
No. Check. Patriot. Set. Blue 90.
Darnold on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play that in.
He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The quick slant, good for a first down, a gain of 12. Here's Darnold. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Joey Bosa in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
23 yards on the play. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Hurry up, here we go.
On second down, Darnold. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. Flush to his right. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Eric Decker, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open. You're able to get it to them.
The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Now Brady throwing on second down. Eluding the pressure right. Escapes the sack. And Beasley with it over the middle. And all the way down to the 29. A big third down play there for the Jags. 41 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now Brady fighting through pressure. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Love his pocket awareness, able to slip out of the sack. But once you take your eyes off the receivers, once your eyes come down and you see the rush, hard to get back downfield and find an open target. Fortunate, that one just wound up as an incomplete pass.
Forced out to his left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Mark Barron. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that kick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
He got 29 yards that time. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Back to throw, Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ryan Kerrigan in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. The Steelers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be third and a mile.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. They give him a gain of 38. First down now, but that clock rolling.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it a second down. Now it's Darnold. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it?
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Brady going to throw here. Buying time to his left. He's got his man Sharp complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Darnold. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. 6 seconds now. 5 seconds. They'll run it with Bell. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for Jacksonville, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
queen.
I never anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him to 100, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. Made me some rest in the morning, by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning. I had a sister by the morning.